Hey there drone fans, Rick here again with another DJI Mini 3 drone video. And today I'm going to take my first flight with the brand new drone. Now I've been so excited to get outside and put this guy up in the air. So I charge the batteries. The next morning I get up all ready to go fly and it's raining. And it's raining the next day. So today's the third day and I haven't been able to get outside until today, but the sky is blue. I've got a beautiful day. I've got a bit of a soggy field, but that's not going to stop me. I want to get this drone up in the air. So what I've done is put the drone over there on the mat. Now before I got here, I actually did the firmware update on the controller and the drone. So both of those are in the latest version of firmware. And that's something you have to keep in mind. When you do your firmware updates, if you have more than one battery, make sure you roll those batteries through the drone. And that way all the batteries will get their firmware updates. Because what happened to me was I got so excited to get out and start flying this thing that I updated the drone and forgot that the other two batteries were in the charger and I didn't do the firmware update. So I broke my own rule there. But rotate them through, because when I showed up today, one of those two other batteries that hadn't had the firmware update, I grabbed it out of the charger, threw it in the drone, and the first thing that came up was battery firmware update available. So always rotate those through. Another thing is you want to make sure that you're using the latest firmware, because a lot of times drones are released months after they're built, and the firmware can change an awful lot by the time it was built and shipped to you and you open the box and start flying it. So always check for the latest versions of firmware, because the companies will build in features and functions and maybe some advanced functions into that firmware that you can take advantage of. But enough rambling. So the drone's ready to go. I've got the DJI RC right here. I've got 16 satellites, really clear picture, and I just can't wait to get this thing up in the air. So let's spin up the rotors. I'll pull down into the center. All right, we're spun up. Let me put her up. All right. I just love flying drones. So the first thing I do with any new drone that I'm flying is I try to get a feel for how it handles, how the controllers affect its flight. So I like to move it around a little bit. I'll descend left and right. Man, is that responsive. That is really responsive, forward and back. And then what I'll do is fly it low and slow for a little bit. I'll send it forward, do a couple of circles, bring it back, just to make sure it's going to handle okay. And this one seems great. Look how stable it is in the air. When I leave off those joysticks, watch this. It stops right where I left it. So it's an incredibly rock solid flight, and it's just doing a fantastic job of moving around based on my joystick movements. All right, so let's send this thing downfield and get some video footage on it. I started the recording, got it set at 1080p 60, and here we go. Oh man, that's beautiful. That footage looks phenomenal. All right, so I'll take it down that end of the field. I don't want to go too far because again, I haven't flown it yet. I always like to keep it close the first couple times I'm flying it, just to make sure it's going to make its way back home. So it's making its way back home just fine. And one of the tricks you're going to learn if you haven't flown a drone for a while is when it's flying back to you, everything is reversed. So you've got, obviously the controls are backwards. So it's going to take a little bit of practice to realize when it's coming back to you, instead of going this way, you're going to have to go that way to get it to go that way. So you'll get the hang of it. But again, my recommendation for any new flyer, because a lot of new flyers are going to try this drone, is when you first get it, find a field like this that's got trees around the outside, because heaven forbid you do something goofy and the thing flies off that direction, at least you know you're going to hit a tree, which sounds like a terrible thing, but it's going to save your drone because it'll hit the tree and drop and you can go find your drone. If you're flying in a wide open area or you're flying over the ocean or the bay or any kind of lake, there's not much chance you're going to get that drone back if it decides to take off or you lose sight of it and you fly in the wrong direction until the battery dies. So always keep it in your line of sight, especially when you're starting off, but find a field like this that's got a perimeter of trees around it. And those are kind of guardrails to kind of keep that drone in a certain area where you can find it. Even better if they're in closer the first couple times you fly it. All right, enough talking. So I'm really having some fun here. Let me get down real slow and let me put it in sport mode. I want to see how fast this guy goes. Wow, that thing's moving. That thing's got some speed to it, jeez. All right, so I shouldn't be that excited because we know it's kind of a hybrid between the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 2, but man, this is a beautiful drone. This thing is just unbelievably smooth in the air. All right, I'm having too much fun. I'm going to bring it in, and I'll do some video footage of a couple of areas in New Jersey, because we've got some beautiful areas in New Jersey. We're heading into winter, so it's not the most scenic time of year for us, but there's a lot of farm fields and stuff that I'll photograph, and I'll take it down to the bay. I like filming down there, and I'll put together a couple of examples. My gosh, this thing is so much fun to fly. Look at how fast that is. That's in sport mode right now. All right, let me put it back in regular mode. See if I can land it on the mat. This is always my challenge. I always have fun with this. All right, so I'm gonna back it up. I'm gonna make it a little harder this time. Let's see if I can back it on top of that mat. Oh boy, Rick, you still got it. It's a little off the H, but it's not terrible. But boom, I always like to land it as best I can close to the H. Anyway, you can see how much fun I'm having. I'm telling you, this is a phenomenal hobby. If you haven't flown a drone before, if this video doesn't get you excited to get out to your store and buy a drone and just have fun with yourself, your friends, your family, especially your family, I can't tell you, taking the kids out in the field with a couple of drones and just flying for a couple of hours is the most relaxing thing I have. And it's a family bonding thing. We go out there, we have fun, we have races, we try to find each other or follow each other. It's just a ton of fun. So anyway, that's it for today. I wanted to make this one short. Thanks so much for watching. I have so many more clips that I'll be posting on this particular drone and a bunch of other technology as well. So if you haven't subscribed to the Drone Valley channel yet, I say this every time, what are you waiting for? We've got to hit that icon down there. We've got so much stuff coming up, and we've got a lot of giveaways coming up as well, kind of hint, hint there. So keep an eye on the channel for those. But in the meantime, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and thank you so much for watching. And until next time, as always, happy flying.